In this video, we are going to talk of high pass filters. In the last video, we had discussed about the low pass filters. We had seen that those are circuits which can actually allow frequencies below a cutoff frequency to pass through. So here, just the opposite is going to take place. That is, the input signals having a frequency of above a particular cutoff frequency will be allowed to pass, and rest of the signals will be discarded. So a high pass filter is an electronic filter that passes the signals with the frequency higher than a certain cutoff frequency and attenuates the signals with frequencies lower than that. Okay, so over here now you see in the earlier class we had studied that capacitor is actually the reactance of the capacitor is inversely proportional to the frequency of the input signal. So if the frequency is high, the reactance will be low. If the frequency is low, the reactance will be high. That means in this particular circuit, for all the high frequency signals, the capacitor will actually behave like a short circuit, and for all the low frequency signals, the capacitor actually behaves like an open circuit. So when you supply the input signal to the capacitor, all the low frequency input signals will be discarded at the initial point itself, and only the high frequency signal will pass through the capacitor and then reach the resistor point. And at the resistor point, you can actually measure this output voltage. So just the opposite is taking place. Okay. So the high pass filter response we can calculate just by reversing the roles. Earlier we were applying the voltage potential divider rule across the capacitor. Now we have to apply the same across the resistor. That is, we need to see that how much potential or how much voltage is developed across the resistor. The formulas all almost remain the same. Cutoff frequency Fc is 1 upon 2 pi Rc. Reactance Xc is 1 upon 2 pi Fc. R is 1 upon 2 pi Fc into C. So when I substitute the value of X and R in the original equation and I solve this, I get the value of gain, that is V output upon V input, for this particular circuit as 1 upon under root of 1 plus Fc upon F whole square. So you can see now that it is it is just the reverse. In the earlier formula, we were getting F upon Fc. Over here, we get Fc upon F. Okay. So this is the response of a high pass filter. Again, this is actually a passive high pass filter, like just like in the last class we had studied. This is just a passive filter. If we have to make it an active filter, we have to apply an amplification stage along with that operational amplifier, just to quickly brief you up again that an operational amplifier is actually an electronic voltage amplifier which works on differential input. That is, it needs two inputs and it gives a single output. And in there are numerous types of configurations in which the operational amplifier can be used, and it produces an output potential that can be hundreds and thousands of times larger than the potential difference to the input terminal. Okay, so we'll be using only the non-inverting and inverting over here configurations. So inverting means your input is actually being given to the negative terminal of the operational amplifier, and non-inverting means that your input is actually given to the positive terminal of the operational amplifier. So, and corresponding to that only you will select the value of gain. If it is to the positive, that is non-inverting, it will be 1 plus Rf upon Rin. And if it is to the negative terminal, that is if it is inverting operational amplifier, then the gain will be minus of Rf upon Rin. Right. So just like in we had studied in the active low pass filter, over here, when I make an active high pass filter, I am simply combining the basic RC high pass filter circuit with an operational amplifier. Okay. So at the first stage, I have a high pass filter, one capacitor and one resistance. Okay. And then the high frequency that is filtered out from that stage is fed into an operational amplifier at the positive input, and that actually creates an amplification in the magnitude by the factor 1 plus R2 by R1. So this is actually an active high pass filter. Right. So again, just like in the original previous video, the net gain of the first order high pass filter will actually be the multiplication of the two. That is, the final gain will be 1 plus R2 upon R1 upon under root of 1 plus Fc by F whole square. Right. And again, see now, if I have to make it convert it into a second order high pass filter, the second order high pass filter is again nothing but similar circuit diagram, but having two combinations of RC. And over here you can see I have just replaced the value of C, positions of C and R. Okay, in the earlier low pass filter we had R in the straight line, and then in the parallel lines we had the capacitor. That is, first we had resistance, then we had capacitor. Now we are having first the capacitor and then the resistance. So the formula, the gains, everything remains the same. Just that second order filter gives you a response faster as compared to the first order. Okay, it is just that the speed of the response, the value of the response doesn't change, but the speed of the response actually changes when you increase the order of the circuit. Okay, so this is a brief introduction about the high pass filter. Since we had already studied the details in the low pass, the working etc. is all exactly the same. So in the next video, I'll be discussing about the band pass filters.